Namaste friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Needles. This day I am here with numeral 9 in Filet Crochet. For basics of Filet Crochet and how to work the Chainless Foundation DC, I have given links to their videos in the description box below. To begin this Filet Crochet, we need to make 20 solid squares or 61 DCs. The second and third rows are having 18 open squares between two solid squares. The ends are solid squares, one each, and then 18 open squares between them. The fourth row and all subsequent even number of rows are to be read from left to right and worked, and all odd number rows are to be read from right to left and worked. So let's begin with this fourth row where the pattern begins. 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 5 solid squares, 7 open squares and 1 solid square. Row number 5, 1 solid square, 2 open squares, 3 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. Row number 6, 1 solid square, 11 open squares, 2 solid squares, 5 open squares and 1 solid square. Row number 7, 1 solid square, 4 open squares, 6 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. Row number 8, 1 solid square, 7 open squares, 3 solid squares, 1 open square, 4 solid squares, 3 open squares ending with a solid square here. Row number 9, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 3 solid squares, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. Row number 10, 1 solid square, 7 open squares, 2 solid squares, 4 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open square and a ending with a solid square. Row number 11, 1 solid square, 3 open square, 2 solid square, 4 open squares, 2 solid square, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. Row number 12, 1 solid square, 8 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares and 3 open squares and 1 solid square. Row number 13, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 3 solid squares, 1 open square, 2 solid square, the rest are open squares ending with a solid square. Row number 14, 1 solid square, 10 open squares, 4 solid squares, 4 open squares and 1 solid square. Row number 15 and 16 have 1 solid square on either side with 18 open squares between them, and row number 17 has got 20 solid squares or 61 DCs in total. Thank you friends for watching. Have a nice day.